Alright, so I think I'm recording. Let's take a look here at these problems. We have a maximum of 3, a minimum of -3, so the center line is the x-axis. That makes the amplitude 3. And boy, my wireless tablet having problems here. That makes that 3. From here to here is one cycle of this, so that makes the period 4. It's an odd function because it has symmetry with respect to the origin. If you rotated this 180 degrees, put your pencil on the origin and spin it 180 degrees, and you get the same graph. Let's take a look at this one. Max is 0, the min is -4, so that puts the center line at -2. And 2 units above or 2 units below are the max and min, so that makes our amplitude 2. If we start here and finish here, here's one cycle of this, so that's 3 pi. And it's symmetric with respect to the y-axis. The left-hand side and right-hand side are mirror images of each other. That makes it an even function. Let's take a look here. The max is 2. The minimum is -1. If I add those together, 2 plus -1 is 1/2 of 1 is 1 is a half. So if I go 1.5 up or 1.5 down, I'm at the max and min, so 1.5 or 3/2. The period, if I go from -pi/2, no, well, let's go on the center line here. If I go here to here, it's 2 pi. And it is neither, because we're definitely not symmetric with respect to the y-axis, and it is passing through, it does have a y-intercept that is not the origin, so it can't be odd, so it's got to be neither. Let's see. -5 plus 3 is -2, and half of -2 is -1. So my center line is here at -1. If I go up 4 units, or if I go down 4 units, I'm at the max or min. If I go from here to here, I've completed one cycle. If I go up and then I come back down, and then I can, because the distance from a max to a max is the length of the cycle, is a period, so that's pi. And this appears to be an even function because I do have symmetry with respect to the y-axis. Alright, so here, let's go ahead and do this real quick. We know that sine and cosine have a max and min of 1 and -1. We know that the 5 major points of sine, that sine goes through the origin, has a max at pi/2, hits the center line again half of a period away, hits the minimum at 3 pi/2, and completes one cycle of the sine curve in 2 pi. So here's one cycle. Let's go ahead and just extend that to let people know that we understand that this goes on forever. Oops. So this pattern continues. So there's a sketch. Make sure that it's clear that you're between +1 and -1. Make sure that it's clear that the period is 2 pi. If um, if your graph doesn't have that much of a curve, try to make a little bit of a curve to it. Don't just draw straight zigzag lines, but do the best that you can on that. And do expect that sine curve to be on the test, and I would expect cosine to be, or at least one of them. So again, sine and cosine are between, have a range between -1 and +1, including -1 and +1. Yeah, know the domain and range as well. Cosine starts at 0, 1. So has a period of 2 pi. So here's our fundamental cycle or basic cycle of the cosine curve. That pattern continues forever, left and right. So there we go, there's cosine. So I need to stop there, and hey, I'll talk to you later. I hope that helps. Bye.